There we go. We're going. Go faster. First steam-powered, piston-powered rock crawler. Go, go, go. Go do your thing. Keep that power going. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your pal Impossibum here. We're back in Besiege. It's been a while. I've been raring to get back here, and I finally have a good idea for us to do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's head into the sandbox here to play a little bit. The agenda for today is to do a little bit more with the logic blocks to make something a little bit more complicated than we've done before. And we're also going to do a piston engine, at least a simplistic version, and maybe make it a hybrid. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, this is probably going to take me a little while to get all built together and test it out and stuff, so we're going to start a speed build right here, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright guys, I am back. We have a very simplistic piston-driven engines going on so far. We're having this right here acting as the flywheel essentially. And let's just see it in action really quick. And right now I'm timing this all by hand, so I'm just pressing 1 when we're on the bottom stroke, and I'm releasing when it's going towards the top so that the pistons are pushing on the bottom and pulling coming back. And I added weights to this wheel here, the ballast, as much as I could really, so that the rotation would keep the wheel spinning after we're no longer applying force. That is pretty much the that's pretty much the entire reason for a flywheel. So you got to keep the momentum going. So that's what we have going here. This works surprisingly good, honestly. I don't have the timing perfect for this yet, but that's what we're gonna work on right now. So let's work on getting timing set up for this in a good way. Where can we throw I swear the world's most loudest annoying cars wait until I start recording to start driving by. I don't know why they do it, but anyway, here we are. We're back. The idea here is we're going to put a sensor on here, and we're going to have something off to the side to act as a timer for this so that we know when we should be pressing. The sensor is going to know when it should be pressing the button to activate the pistons here. That's the idea. We'll see how it goes. No promises. So we're going to have to set the length on this. Make sure nothing intercept it. Maybe put the radius down. And let's see here. We can make the distance shorter than that. Probably something like that would be okay. And let's build something off to the side that'll act as a timer for this. Let's see here. Let's go to the building blocks here. We'll use wood so it looks nice. There we go. We can go off to the side here. Ish. And I think we're going to want to be a little bit lower than that, quite honestly, but we'll see how things go. I didn't mean to delete that one. I just hit Control-Z to delete. I just, I automatically hit Control-Z in anything nowadays, just to fix my mistakes, which there are plenty of. All right, there we go. Get rid of this stuff. I think that'll work. Let's place it down a little bit. There we go. Move it like half a block down. And let's get this into place really quick, and we'll see if it, it lights the sensor when we want it to. Let's also make sure that these are actually connected. Sometimes they're not. So let's just double check there. I see. We'll just branch it on here. That should work. We didn't need the second one, but I wanted to because reasons, I guess. We can also anchor it here. There we go. It's anchored from both sides. It should be fairly steady. All right. Is it triggered right now? It should be, and it's not. So we know we need to bring this in a little bit. because at no point does this, there's a little green light that's right here that shows you when it's being triggered, and we can see we're not actually hitting that right now. So let's look right here. As you can see, we're not quite far enough out. So let's bring that distance up a little bit. All right, now we can see it actually intersects like we want it to here. So let's go ahead and do this. So if we hit the button, it's triggered on the bottom, and it gets to the top, it untriggers. That's exactly what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and duplicate this to the other side. Hopefully I can do this without embarrassing myself. No promises. Let's just get, hold on, am I not? Let's do it like this. There we go. Let's highlight this. Get the braces, the blocks, the braces on the blocks. There we go. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, this brace too. There we go. We're going to double up on this by hitting duplicate. We're going to mirror it on the x-axis, and we're just going to move all this over to our right here. There we go. Should be, if I get a good look at this, it should be one more over. Right there. All right, now we should see this on this side as well. It's triggered. It doesn't when it's on top. Okay, good. Now we have things set up. And you see, depending on where the momentum is going, we can make this go either way. It's just all about the timing. All right, so starting off, let me see. Let's get some logic blocks going. We're definitely going to need logic to do stuff. That's just, there's no getting around that. And that's kind of the point anyway, so I don't want to get around it. That's just what we want. We're gonna have 2 logic gates at the very least here. Probably, maybe 3 actually. Well, let me just put down these 2 for right now. And for right now, let's see, I want these to say something when they see something. So when you see something, I want you to hit the 0 key. Why not? You'll hit the 0 key. And you will also hit the 0 key because I'm going to use you guys to essentially do the same thing. We just have a little bit of redundancy here. I only actually need one of these to work to power all these, but we have them. That's just all there is to it. And this one, when I have the 0 key, which means that one's seeing something, and I'm hitting the up arrow, I want you to hit the 1 key, which is what we have all the pistons set to. So basically, if I'm hitting forward and the sensor sees stuff, I want you to hit the piston key so it knows to go. Well, let's see if this works or if I mess something up. So I'm just going to hit forward now. I'm just holding forward, and it is working. So it's shutting off when it gets to the top, pulling the wheel back, and when it gets to the bottom, it pushes it out again. That's exactly what we want. The problem is, I can't go backwards right now. I don't have the logic set up for it. So for that, we're going to use this logic block right over here. And we're also going to use a NOT gate, which I don't think we've talked about before. But essentially, the NOT gate just switches a Boolean value. So if it's true, it makes it false. If it's false, it makes it true. It's essentially all it's doing. It's just changing it. So I'm going to put down another logic gate here. This is going to be the NOT gate, and I'm going to throw it here so we can try to keep things symmetrical. God forbid things not be symmetrical. These both are AND gates currently. But the one I'm about to go into, we're going to make this a NOT gate. There we go. It's going to be inputting from the 0 key from the sensor. So basically, if this is it's going to take whatever the sensor key is giving out and it's going to flip it. So now I'm going to make this also 1. There we go. And, oh, not 1, sorry. I don't want that to be 1 because I would directly mess with the input, and that's not what I'm wanting. I'm going to make that 9 for right now. All right, so the sensor's going to this, and it's flipping whatever the sensor sees. This is going to be another input gate. See, if I want to go backwards, I'm going to have it do this. And it's also going to be looking for that 9 key. So when the sensor is not activated, which means it's not seeing these side blocks we have there for timing, I'm going to want it to hit 1 and activate those pistons. So let's see this in effect. So right now I'm going to hit forward like we always had before. And it moves forward. That's exactly what we already had working out. Let me stop it here. And I'm going to hit backwards. And it's not doing anything because it's on the bottom. And it's naturally biased towards the bottom due to the gravity. So we have to wiggle it a little bit. Oh, I have to get more wiggles. There we go. Now I'm holding backwards. And it's going fine. The flywheel's keeping it going. And I just have to hold down the back key. Otherwise, I would have to do all the timing, pressing 1 over and over again myself, and the logic essentially just handling that for us. We have no problems making this work at the moment. And I think this is probably the best, probably the best use of logic we've really had so far. And it's working great. The timing is working great. I just have to hit a button. I mean, that's really all there is to it. That's it. I'm, going back, going forward, going back again. That works great. Now, let's see how we could turn this into a useful vehicle. Essentially, I'm just going to throw wheels on this with, harness the power from this flywheel and see what we do when we're on the ground. Is it useful? Can we make this do work? I'm skeptical, to be quite honest. I don't know how much this is going to put out. But we can find out. So let me do a little speed build here, and I'll bring you guys back once I have this all figured out. All right, guys, we are back. We have the wheels, powered through a very simple gear system. This is essentially, this brace is acting as an axle that simply drives this gear, which drives this gear, which drives this gear. There's no gear reduction of any sort happening there. It's just moving the power. That is all there is to it. So essentially, it's 1-to-1, essentially coming straight from the shaft, just bringing it down here to here. They're just transferring it for us. Let's put this onto the ground. There-ish. Maybe a little bit lower. There we go. And we have very simple wheels up front. They just have a steering mechanism, and that is all there is to it. We have the world's widest vehicle here. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Let me unpin the vehicle. Maybe that would help. There we go. Let's try that again. Hooray, it sticks together. We know it does that. So let me start by hitting the 1 key so we go forward. We're going forward. We're doing stuff. I'm actually surprised this is working so well. Can we turn? We're trying to turn. It is the world's slowest turn. We're powering our way through it, just barely. This thing is so underpowered. I'm amazed it's still going, though, to be quite honest. But yeah, our turning is a little lackluster. Can I get this thing to go backwards, please? The whole engine's the whole vehicle's momentum should essentially act like a flywheel for this thing. So if we get it going just a little bit, yeah, we can make it turn around. It's not ideal, but we can make it work just by rocking things a little bit. But yeah, we're seriously underpowered. We're having issues with that. But stuff happens. I'm actually really happy that we can even do this, to be quite honest with you. But I do have a bonus planned. So right now, while the pistons are in a proper place to be fired, they're fine. But if they're in a neutral position, or just not in the right position, we can't choose which way we want to go at any time. It needs a starter of some sort, unless it's in the ideal position, which it automatically defaults to if we're going forward. it's already, like as you can see, because of gravity, these hinges lean down a little bit, which means if I push forward, it will naturally come along this way, which way my mouse is going. And once it gets here, it'll start pulling back, and the momentum will help it ride through that. But basically, we need something to help kickstart things. We need something to help make this thing go when it just doesn't feel like going. So let's work on that. Let's do that. I think we have a plan to make something happen. I'm hoping I can do something that puts a little bit more weight on the front wheels. Because right now they have very little authority at all. It's just like, the back wheels go and the front wheels just kind of go where the back wheels are telling them. They're trying to turn around, but nothing's happening. Anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's start getting... I'm going to do this live. I'm going to make myself look silly. We don't have to speed through this. I feel like we've done a lot of speeding through things today. And let's just go ahead and make some kind of mechanism that'll make this go better. Right off the bat, I'm thinking steam power. I have a very easy fix I could do this. I could just add steam cannons on this and add rotational force. I'm hoping maybe we could add something to the front, just to add more weight to the front. We need something in the front. We're a very back-heavy vehicle. It looks kind of silly. But just for a quick fix, I'm still debating with myself. It's like, do I want to do the quick fix? I can make it work and it'll look cool. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And we can, if we change our minds, we could do something different later. All right. So right now, let me see here. We want a water cannon, and this water cannon will be facing in this direction, and then that direction. Yeah, they're going the right way. And this water cannon will be facing in that direction, and this one should be facing towards us, like so. Do I have those separate? Yeah, these do not look separate. See this one. Yeah, this one should be facing the other way. Like that. I did it wrong again. Why can I not do this right? And again. We'll get it right someday. There we go. It's finally facing the right way. I don't know why that took me like 10 times. Only a little slightly horribly embarrassing. But there we go. All right, let's go into our weapons. We get a little torch here. Where's the torch at? Small torch. Here we go. We're going to throw this right here. And hold on. Yeah, that's not the right place. Undo that. Right over here. There we go. We're going to shove this inside a little bit. Make them play nice here. There we go. Hopefully it won't put itself out from that position. We're going to do the same over here. Throw a torch down here. Click it. Shove it inside. Like there-ish, I guess. That seems about right. Of course, I have to have no clipping on to make sure this actually works. Otherwise, unfortunately, the torches like to be put out by the water cannons. Who'd have thought that a water cannon would put out a torch? It's blasphemous, I'm sure. And here we go. Let's get this one going here. We'll do the same thing. Ignore the most annoying neighbors in the universe who have to drive by with the world's loudest car. There we go. And now we just have to set these up properly. We want them to be on the same keys as the forward and backwards. So let's see, which way? Well, we have some simple things we could do starting off. First off, we're going to want this not on. We're going to want that on hold to shoot. And let's just see if this is the right one. Copy, do like that. We'll just see if we get lucky. If I want to go forward, is that the right way to make that happen? Looks right. It's doing the right rotational stuff to me, so we got lucky. That's all there is to it. See, which one was that? Was that this one? That was. So this one will have to be the opposite. I want you to fire, hold to shoot when I go backwards. And we have to increase the power in these two, but you know, stuff happens. There we go. Power up. Power up on here. There we go. Power up over here. And over here. And there we go. These will be powered if we're simply hitting go forward or go back. So essentially, these will work to put the flywheel into position where the pistons can start actually working and applying force. So even if we're in a weird spot, we can go forward or backward if we choose to. That's the plan anyway. I'm going to start off trying to go backwards, which we couldn't do before. Let's see if this works. We can. All right, good. It's adding the power we need it to. And now I'm going to go forward. I have 3 of them going. 3 of them should not be going. One of them is just on. Okay, one of them is stuck on hold the shoot. I mean, not hold the shoot or something. Hold the shoot. Hold the shoot. Ah, that's the one. Okay, 3 of them were on. I'm like, something's not right there. It's not supposed to be happening. That should be up and up. Okay, let's give this another go. All right, we're going to start going backwards again. Good. It's, like I said, it's exactly what we want. We couldn't do that before. Now we're going to try going forward. Good. And we're going to see if this added any power at all. I don't think we're going to rock climb with this thing. But who knows? Maybe. Can we? Oh, we can't even go forward. That's not a good start. Oh, there we go. We're going. Go faster. First steam-powered, piston-powered rock crawler. Go, go, go. Go do your thing. Keep that power going. To be quite honest with you, I think this is a lot stronger than most other steam-powered and piston-powered things I've done. That's they tend to be very weak compared to traditional power. But this is actually doing fairly well. I could, of course, add tons more steam power to this to make it, more impressive. But that's not really what the point was. The whole point of this was to make this silly little piston engineer to, work with logic gates again. Did some fun with that. So we used 2 AND gates. We used the NOT gate for once. We used the distance sensors to set up the timing. Reason why I wanted to do this as opposed to like regular timing. This is dynamic. It can change as you need it. It'll find the best timing for you, and it'll change based on what your max resolution is at any time. Revolutions? Yeah, I think revolutions sounds better. So anyway, and we can have flaming piston engine things, which I think just having flames coming out of things just makes things inherently more cool. This thing is so wide-based and wonky. It's so silly. I'll be honest with you. This vehicle is kind of silly, but I don't care. You know why? Because it works. I set forward to make a silly thing, and it worked, so I'm happy about it. And like I said, this is actually more powerful than most like steam-powered engine things I see in this game, or like piston-powered engines. You don't tend to be able to actually do too much with those. I would kind of like to, if at all possible, up the living heck out of the power on these pistons. I don't know if there's a setting for that in the game somewhere. There isn't here in any way. I already set the speed to max. I'm kind of curious if adding more pistons than this would add more power. I mean, I already layered it up to 2 here. I don't know if adding a 3rd would help. I guess it wouldn't hurt to try. Let's just try it. Let's just add a 3rd one and see what happens. This is, we're just testing. I don't know, and we're going to find out. Let's add in another hinge right here. There we go. And we'll get down... should have stayed in the same tab. I didn't know I didn't. Go like that, and we'll brace this over to the other ones here. There we go. We have to put these on the same settings as this one. There we go. And we'll just do the same thing on this side. We're essentially just giving it, hopefully, like 33% more piston power. I don't know if that's exactly how things works out, but it feels something along those lines. Where is the hinge? There we go. 2 more pistons. There we go. I don't know why, but out of nowhere, my eye is like burning so hard. My eyes are watering and I can't do anything. There we go. All right, put these on the same keys as the other one. So I'm going to copy this. Bring that over. And we're going to see if this magically makes our thing stronger. I don't know. It should maybe do a little bit. If it works properly. If it doesn't magically break everything. I mean, sometimes I realize there's diminishing return to these things. And just adding more engines doesn't make it more bitter, unfortunately. Let's just see if we can go here. Can we go over this little hill here? Do we have the power? It may have actually just flat out given us more power with like no detriments here. It is a possibility. I feel like that went really well. Went over that little hill like it was nothing. All right, let's turn around. I feel like we're turning better now. Is that my imagination? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make it over that behemoth of a hill over there. Actually, for most cars, this is like a little hill, I'm sure. But for a steam-powered, piston-powered thing, this is like a mountain. You can never make it over something like this. Oh, we're trying. Oh, we can't make it. Can't make it. Maybe if we had bigger wheels. I don't know. Let's try again. Just go straight. Go, 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 go. You can do it. Our wheels actually spin a little bit at the bottom. It's kind of surprising, but no, we can't quite make it. Maybe we took it at a better angle. I don't know. Like I said, we have more power in this than most things I've seen. Even now, I think it's actually much better. I'm really surprised how well that's doing. So I think we have a pretty cool little vehicle here. It's not overly sophisticated, especially not in the steering or body part of it. The engine's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. How you can utilize the logic blocks to set up your timing for something like this. How you can make alternative builds that are just kind of fun. You know, anyone can make a car, you know, put a wheel on something, set the speed to 5,000 and have it be super fast. But it's more cool to come up with cool machinations to make things work, maybe in ways they weren't technically supposed to work, or just, you know, just go a different route sometimes. It's just fun. You'll be surprised with the fun you could have doing such a thing. Anyway, guys, I hope this has inspired you to have a little fun with these things. Obviously, it's simplistic. I'm no engineer. I don't know what I'm doing. I just have fun building silly things, and hopefully you guys have fun watching me build my silly little things. If you guys are interested in this game, it's Besiege. I have a link down in the description. It's a great game. I can't recommend it enough for you guys. You know, devs have put a lot of time into this game. It finally came out of early access, and it's everything they said it would be. They put all sorts of good stuff into it. It's a great game. Anyway, guys, you're new to this channel. This is what I do. I play indie games here on the internet for your enjoyment. You like watching me build stupid things, play logic games, puzzle games, building games. Basically, if it's an indie game, there's a chance it'll pop up in this channel. This is how I roll. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, why don't you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that bell icon so you know when I put out new content. Smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.